What's cooking, Westeros? In today's video, one of our most requested topics, how to farm goddamn copper. Trust me, many players struggle with this because after some time in the game, you'll find yourself running low on this crucial resource. Copper is vital for progress, and if you're playing completely free to play, without even having the fast travel option, which is a pay-to-win quality of life, it can be quite challenging. Before we start, here is an important disclaimer. There isn't anything, literally anything in the game that allows you to spend just 5 to 10 minutes and collect tons of copper. The only way is through a combination of various strategies that together will yield a satisfying result. Firstly, we are playing a game where the value of your total gameplay hours can vary greatly. It's important to consider how much time you can dedicate daily, as I see this as more of a side game rather than a main one. The order in which I will present these methods is based on the total gains relative to the time and effort required. I personally follow many of the strategies up to a certain point, of course, and if I have extra time or want to farm more copper, I continue from there. So, let's get started! Alright, let's dive into maximizing your copper gains from your RP consumption daily. Despite having many tips, the key is to focus on a stage specifically for copper farming. The best way to farm copper with RP is through bandit camps, which offer significant returns. However, they have an hourly cooldown, like at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, etc. But this makes them efficient for copper collection, but time consuming if you want to maximize your daily gains. If you're up for it, you will obtain the most possible copper from these camps. Besides the essential copper from completing them, you will also gain crafting materials. I will highly recommend farming lower tier bandit camps, tier 1 to 3, until you've crafted all the blue gear sets, as collection achievements also reward additional copper. Crafting does consume some resources, around 9 to 10,000 for the whole set, but yields an impressive return of 18,000 back in total, netting you around an extra 8,000 to 9,000. Once you've completed all sets, and if you're not keen on continuing with lower tier farms just for extra copper, which I don't recommend, you can sell your unused crafting materials or use them to craft higher grade gear. Another effective method I personally enjoy involves targeting ferocious beasts. While they don't initially yield much copper, these beasts can drop valuable items. You might get uncommon material that sell for over 1000 copper, or rare items exchangeable at the special merchant for 40 to 50,000 copper, even more, an impressive amount given of how scarce the copper is right now. Since I can't spend 5 hours running through bandit camps, I prefer a balanced approach. Clear bandit camps, tackle some ferocious beasts, and continue progressing with my main story and other tasks. Once the bandit camps reset, I do another round. Combining these activities usually aligns well with the daily stamina requirement of around 120 if my goal is to gather as much copper as possible within my RP consumption. As an extra valuable tip, let's talk about Castle Black, a hidden gem many players overlook. Every single day, 4 chests spawn here, offering around 1,500 copper. Simple head to Castle Black and you will find two chests downstairs and 2 upstairs. Collect them for some gear as well. This opportunity resets daily, making it an easy way to consistently boost your copper reserves. Very important information, you can do it with every character. So, at that specific point, I might log in with my alts and claim as well all the chests available here to boost my copper. There are 3 characters in total, so it's a nice 4,500 copper for free every day. Now let's discuss the best way to acquire large amounts of copper, and we will focus on using dragon coins. Hold your ground before you jump on any conclusions. I'm planning to release a video of explaining how you can actually acquire tons of dragon coins through some ways. There are some strategies involved on the matter, so prepare yourselves for a future video where I'm gonna explain those things. Anyway, this is considered a free currency earned by completing tasks in the game, so technically no real money involved. There are 3 effective ways to spend your dragon coins. Either to purchase RP for activities, which is also recommended, either to visit the exchange shop, the special shop, and buy sigils that can boost your momentum, or to buy copper, which I found the most viable, at least at the early stage of the game, right? Although it might seem odd at first, buying copper is efficient since nothing else in game offers 20,000 copper for just spending 30 RP. Well, except ferocious beasts with RNG drops that have limits. The shop resets every 6 hours, allowing you to purchase 4 times daily, with a total of 160 dragon coins, yielding 80,000 copper. A decent amount indeed. Early on, when there is ample dragon coins income, it's a smart choice. For spenders and free-to-play players alike, if upgrading quickly is your goal to reach endgame faster, which has its benefits, then investing your dragon coins in acquiring more copper makes sense. Until of course you are lacking upgrade materials, or you switch gears to accessories farming, or whatever. At that point onward, or if you are already buying sigils, you'll notice it takes around 4 or even 5,000 per upgrade, granting only minimal momentum gains. Hence, prioritizing character progress through securing enough initial resources like essential coppers remains crucial before shifting focus towards other aspects later. In addition to the main shop, there are 3 more shops in the exchange menu where you can obtain a decent amount of copper. First, in the regional currency, the North and the Reach, each offering 20,000 copper weekly. While not daily gains, they provide a nice boost to your copper reserves. Keep in mind that you will need around 120 stamina spent on activities either on the North or the Reach to secure both of those purchases. The third option is the Alliance shop. Although you will donate some copper here anyway, it still offers a reasonable return. These methods collectively serve as excellent sources for boosting your overall copper income. Alright folks, if you're looking for activities to incorporate into your daily routine without spending too much time, I've covered everything I know. If there are any secrets, tricks or tips you want to share within the daily routine, feel free to comment below. I might have missed something. Now, let's discuss things you can do outside of your daily routine. These require more time, but are effective for both copper gains and character progression. Let's start with hideouts. Hideouts should primarily be done for jewelry progression. I mentioned this in a previous video about gathering North points for the first sigil book. Back then, I had plenty of copper, but lacked momentum. Now we are switching gears due to material abundance. Regarding hideouts, you can complete all available ones on the map without claiming the final rewards or consuming your RP. You will miss out on around 2,000 to 3,000 copper from the final rewards, but if you fully complete them by killing monsters and claiming all the available chests inside, while the amounts might not be massive from these chests or the monster drops alone, they still contribute decently overall. Each takes only about 10 to 15 minutes, so it's quite effective considering your additional experience gained, plus all the sellable loot options like gear, which could also be used towards research purposes instead. Another worthwhile activity, though a bit time consuming, offers great rewards beyond just copper. Alt characters, baby. All the equipment except weapons and armors is shareable with your alt characters. This means you can equip the same accessories and artifacts and benefit from your passive momentum. However, guide missions are unique to each character. Completing these missions with your alts can occasionally grant extra copper, or dragon coins, as I said earlier, to purchase more copper if needed. I recommend pursuing this approach when you're completely stuck on progression with your main character, whether in terms of main mission or exploration, and this way you will notice a huge increase on your gains. Alright, the last strategy involves marking specific spots on the map, like Crossroads, which is one of my favorite locations, and if you're done with everything, and still you need copper and you still have time, as I've explained earlier, all those extra activities are time consuming, there are areas to clear out a lot of monsters. Your goal is to collect as many drops as possible from mobs. You might get lucky with valuable items that can be sold for significant copper at raiders. Although guaranteed small drops are available, they yield almost insignificant amounts when you sold those to merchants. Additionally, you can travel through areas and towns daily to find small boxes containing some copper or sellable materials, or even gather flowers, for God's sake, for sale, but these activities require considerable time investment. While I don't find this worthwhile in terms of time spent versus the rewards gained, I'm mentioning them because some players may want more than 1 to 2 hours of gameplay per day and dedicate substantial time instead. Doing those things provides experience too, so I'm just here to give you the knowledge and you are the one that will take this knowledge and decide what to do with it, right? As a bonus tip, here's something unorthodox. Generally, I don't encourage selling materials crucial for character progression since we're playing a game where advancement matters. However, without specifically recommending this method, especially for free-to-play players, I find it potentially insufficient but worth mentioning. And this is consider selling spare artifact materials. You can farm these from daily artifact expeditions and ferocious beasts. They yield substantial copper if not needed for boost your primary equipped artifacts. Once you've decided on your main artifact setup, the rest in your inventory can passively upgrade other artifacts, but the momentum gained is minimal compared to costs involved. Over 500,000 copper for just 50 to 100 total momentum. Materials that aren't essential for boosting your primary artifacts are easily replaceable later if you desire. Additionally, blue gear or higher along with your jewelry pouches offer decent returns when sold as well. Is it worth doing though? I will leave that decision up to you because ultimately all these things contribute towards better progression and versatile momentum gains overall. Regarding gear, I would recommend to avoid selling the gear since it's necessary for research, which provides good momentum boosts too. Same goes with jewelry items. As far as secondary passive momentum related artifacts, they're considered viable, yet I'm still undecided about them. Personally, I'm sharing just this insight. Alright, and with that said, I believe I've covered everything I know about copper. If I've missed anything or you have additional insights, please share them in the comments. Sharing within the community of a PvE game is invaluable. It helps us grow, of course, and always keeps the game alive. Don't forget to like the video, it's completely free and really supports me. In the description below you will find the link to my supporters program, please consider joining that as well. It's entirely free and comes with rewards, a lot of coupon codes awaits you. Thank you so much for watching and until next time, see ya!
Don't forget to support me through the supporters program, links are in the description. And remember, like and subscribe to the video, unless you wanna feel my dragon.